Greetings, guys. This is going to be rather quick because the goal is to do an upload introducing each topic and then a live stream on that same topic, because it would appear that the algorithm changed again. It's not a big deal, but I just want you to know before I get into this video that now shorts are on the main page. You click on videos, and these are the most recent videos that have been uploaded. You can then rearrange them by either popularity or go chronologically. Here's your shorts, and here are your lives. And I've also made some playlists. You can see the next live is already scheduled for today at 10. Hopefully that will get done, but I might have to bump it if I talk about doppelgangers, because we've been talking about that for a long time, and we've never delved into that topic alone just to see how many different stories and how many different paradigms doppelgangers stretch across. And this is why. This is one reason. Now, sometimes I see things and they just pop out. Now they have names for this, mental illnesses, labels. I don't play with labels. I don't do that anymore. I think it's binding to your spirit, and so I don't label my own self unless it's something that is scientifically provable and true, like I am a woman and I am a mother. Those things are true. There is scientific evidence that I have given birth, so that's a label that I'm good with, right? Why am I talking about this? Because I feel like I've seen this for a while. I've been pointing it out in a variety of different ways across different paradigms, across entertainment, politics, news, the current events, religion. I've been kind of trying to showcase the difference between what it is when somebody is a quote-unquote caricature of themselves sometimes. For example, when you brand yourself and you're selling things online, you can end up turning into a caricature of your own self. I know, because it happened to me, and that's why I'm so hard on myself today, and this is why I work so hard to try and get people to see what's happening around them, that life is more than just working a 9-to-5 job, that's not the purpose that we were placed here for, even though it seems to be. And once you start breaking this apart and pulling it apart, you'll see the truth in that. But I feel like this is why God gave me this little job, and he gives everyone a job, so let's be real about that too. Sorry for the noise. It's a springtime kind of morning, so I have the windows open. So I may go live at 10, but I haven't decided yet what topic. So let's get into this real quick. The State of the Union address. I make it my business to not watch these things, because it's just propaganda and it's just programming, literally. There's a reason that they have the White House streaming every single day, with the speaker, and it's honestly, it's kind of sad to watch, but it's funny too. Now, I gotta tell you, if you didn't see any of this, you need to go check it out. Number one, it was filled with blatant lies. For example, the POTUS said that he dropped or decreased the debt by $1 trillion. I don't think he did that unless we go back to his first speech when he said, for CV, every family would have to make a sacrifice. And some of us noticed we were targets and we're not being given jobs, and maybe we're on disability, or maybe we're non-compliant. I mean, if you consider that possibly if this was a movie script and they were enacting the purge all over the world or all over America, then yeah, maybe he did have something to do with quote-unquote reducing the debt as a collateral or a side effect of a purge, if we're talking about this as a movie, which I am, because if you watch this, everybody is clapping and they cannot get enough, and he says the most outrageous things, and they get up and they clap, and Kamala leads it. She's his woman, she's standing by her man, right? Which is odd in of itself, and I'm not even going to get into how much I think she looks like Obama, but I'll carry on. Again, everybody's a character. Jordan Peterson seems to be Two-Face, and Elon Musk seems to be Bruce Wayne, right? He's Batman. So, yeah, everything is kind of wild. But I wanted to tell you that what it reminds me of, and I'm going to go to a couple of images now and just zoom in to where he's telling them, like, now, and I want to stress, if something does happen in America, if there is an earthquake, now again, I said that could be spiritual, so I'm just delivering the messages. I'm not telling you how to interpret them. I'm offering you different ways to interpret them. But it is on my heart and my spirit for 4 years now to be talking about these things, because I feel like we were in a period of grace. We get the leaders that we deserve. The principalities that are over us, some of them are dark and fallen. And even though we have the free will to make choices, they control the overall mood and spirit and emotional temperament of the people who aren't believers, who are lost to sin, or who are just blind to the spirit realm. And this is their most important thing that they can do in their lives, is to vote for their master. And I will do a video on its own about why I don't vote and why I don't think anyone should. Just my personal opinion. And again, I know I'll lose viewers for this. I know I will lose subs. But that's never been what this is about. And I hope that if nothing else, you can at least have respect for that and maybe hang out to talk with others and have a conversation without belittling each other in the comment section and just being open. Now, to me, I'm going to be very blunt and very honest, like I try to be all the time. This is wrestling. If you watch WWE or WWF growing up, which I did, I actually kind of loved it, even though I'm a girl or whatever. It was kind of like I got a kick out of it. My stepdad took me. I got to see Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage and Jake the Snake, all these people live, and I loved it. It was great. And I knew, like, they were revving up the crowd, right? What you don't know when all that is going on, in public venues, they can film you without your consent and knowledge. They can put it in movies. They can put it in documentaries. They can use it as stock footage. For a long time, I didn't know this. Extras in movies aren't always paid. And if you start watching movies, especially the ones on Prime, you start to notice a disturbing trend, a lot like the vlogs I was showing you. But I digress. That's a topic that if you feel like getting a little deeper and you feel like asking some harder questions, we can. But this is all acting. It's all acting. It's all a show. And it was acting to the point you could tell they were acting. And all I could think of is that it's people pretending to be human beings. It's almost like on the episode of The Simpsons where the aliens are watching TV and they think that's how we are all the time. Kind of like how other countries probably watch Jersey Shore and they think that's how we were all the time. Maybe most people are now, but we weren't back then. Things weren't always like this for you young folks who don't remember. And again, I appreciate you hanging out, especially if you disagree with me, so we can have a respectful, productive dialogue. And I might use different words and I might use extreme analogies to get people to see things, but sometimes that's what's needed to get people to wake up, is a little bit of radical thinking. Now, not behavior. I do not condone violence. I do not own guns. I will not live anywhere where there are guns on the property, because again, this is all spiritual and everything starts in the spirit. If you watch any of it, it was like beings were pretending to act how they think humans act. It was all very overdone. So on that note, I want to look at something else, and I want to give you a little peek. I've been asking this in videos for a long time. Why do we use this phrase? Where did it come from? It's everywhere. If you listen to like the State of the Dress, if you listen to the media, they're constantly citing like bad actors, bad actors. It's a spam term. Whenever I hear it thrown around in reports and discussions, all I can think is whether or not some people, they're telling us, guys. They're telling us none of it's real. Why do you think all of our presidents, all of our figureheads were actors first? And I don't think all actors know that they're actors. This is why you see the glitches you see, because I don't think they're in their state of mind. And I know that sounds radical, but start paying attention, start using discernment. Things are not what we've been told. Things are not normal. And the more you clean out your temple, the less substances you abuse and the less things you put in it, the more your eyes are able to see these things. But let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. Where did it come from? Why did they start using this phrase? With American law enforcement to rout out and silence bad actors, the term bad actors is now used. It's everywhere, okay? Now, we can look it up if you'd like. And we have, this is the oldest I've seen so far from 2014. Most of them are from 2018, 2020. Bad actors that seek to game our systems by selling fake social media clicks, okay? Again, there's something deeper happening here. They are telling us what they are doing, okay? Purposely, usually repeatedly engages in very bad behavior. Now, this is the Webster definition of it. But what do you think about this? Repeatedly engages in very bad behavior, such as committing crimes or causing harm to others. Okay? Bad actors, even after they've covered their tracks. They're using it everywhere. They're telling us. And again, if you disagree with me, I want to hear what you have to say. Let's talk about it respectfully. But if you watch that State of the Union address from yesterday, please go watch a couple clips of it. It looks like people pretending to be mankind. All right, maybe I'll see you in a couple hours, and we will talk about Hecate, mazes, and labyrinths, and why are they everywhere you look. I love you. Have a blessed day, and do something kind in giving for somebody else. It doesn't have to cost you any money. Hopefully, I will be doing that and filming it later and uploading it just as maybe inspiration. Bye, guys.